You're in touch with Radio MMB. The success of any business is dependent upon the quality of goods and services it provides to the people that it serves. And with years of experience and consistent reliability, it's no wonder so many people shop at MBW Supercenter. Why? Because they know we are the best. And where goods and services are concerned, not to mention prices, we are a cut above the rest. So for all that you need, shop at MBW. Come on over. We're waiting to serve you. And the time by MBW Supercenter is news time 12 o'clock. And the latest news is brought to you courtesy of Good Food Restaurant, located at Main Street in Prairie St. Anne. The details right after this commercial break. Why, Jimbo? Alright, some good food now, you know, man. Then, Johnny, if you want good food, you don't go to Good Food, man. Good food. How we name so? But wait, and Moko, you come from? Good Food is located at Main Street in Prairie, just across the street from Captain Morgan's Bar. You can't miss it. And if you miss it, just ask anybody if you look at place. They will show you. It's alright, we're gone. A very good afternoon to you all. I'm Mitty Ben Walker, and here now are the top internationals and local stories at the hour. 12 hours after a military coup overthrew the government in Upper Volta, the name of the coup is not yet known, and all international communications are cut. The new leaders, however, warned the people that they should return to work and act as normal as everything was under control. It also described the former Prime Minister as a traitor who has betrayed the confidence of his people. It has been reported by the official organ of the Cuban Communist Party, the Granma, that the Cuban intelligence agents have unveiled a plot by the United States Central Intelligence Agency, the CIA, and prominent United States leaders to assassinate President Raul Castro. On hearing the report, President Castro had this to say: "We now join Farakis Garaskivug, MBW news reporter who is live on the line in Havana." Thank you, Mitty Ben. At a press conference a short while ago, Mr. Castro was quoted as saying that we well know that the imperialists are desperate, but we are prepared to fight them and answer in kind. Should United States leaders seek of plans to assassinate Cuban leaders, they themselves would not be safe. Moreover, the CIA and the other bunch of dreamers who think of their plans to create an insurrection or a successful guerrilla warfare, they can keep on dreaming forever. Farakis Garaskivug, MBW News, Havana. The Venezuelan Foreign Minister, Mr. Jose Umberto Zambrano Velasquez, along with his Japanese counterpart, Mr. Satoshi Ishida, has issued a joint statement this afternoon condemning what they call the United States interference in both countries' internal affairs. This came against the background of a recently signed technological accord in which a Japanese company is offered to sell the Venezuelan government of President Nicolas Maduro highly classified computer technology. The United States President Barack Obama is opposed to the move. The leader of the Inkatha Freedom Party in South Africa, Mr. Mangosuthu Buthelezi, said today that there could have been no peace in South Africa without the active participation of Inkatha. In responding to Mr. Buthelezi's speech, In responding to Mr. Buthelezi's speech, ANC Deputy Chairman and former South African President Thabo Mbeki said that Mr. Buthelezi should be ashamed to be making these comments, since he was the one responsible for accepting guns and ammunition to kill his own brothers during the fight against apartheid in the 1990s. It's now 5.5 minutes after the hour of 12, and this news broadcast is coming to you in the #1 service of the Radio MBW. In news on the local scene, the Bar Association of Jamaica, the BAJ, has passed a resolution calling on the government of Jamaica to have an independent body such as the Judiciary Service Commission to negotiate salaries for High Court judges. The resolution was passed at the association's annual general meeting in downtown Kingston this afternoon. Radio MBW News has understand. Radio MBW has also understand that at about 2 months ago at an emergency meeting, the judges made the suggestion that an independent body should negotiate their salaries for them. Shortly after the meeting, the Prime Minister, Mrs. Portia Simpson Miller, was said that she would have given the matter her most serious consideration. However, the judges are contending, up to press time, nothing has been done to alleviate their plight. Children live what they learn, and as adults, it is our responsibility to instill in them positive character development in the legacy that we passed on to them. This was the view of the Reverend Carlton Everton Walker at the This was the view of the Reverend Carlton Everton Walker at the Baptist Church of Prairie as he addressed a group of teenage mothers at the Nurses Association of Jamaica's headquarters this afternoon. On the issue of love, the Reverend was quoted as saying that love is not a feeling that you feel when you feel the feeling that you feel like you never felt before, but with an act of reaching out, caring and sharing for each other. Two unidentified men were shot and killed in the corporate area last night. According to the Police Information Center, a police patrol was in the Morange Road area when it was fired on by a group of men. The police returned the fire and the two men were hit. They were taken to the Kingston Public Hospital where they were pronounced dead upon arrival. A .38 revolver and a 9mm semi-automatic pistol was recovered from the bodies. The Olympic police are investigating. And still on the crime scene, an American visitor to the island, Mr. Joseph Mengili, was arrested and charged for possession of, dealing in, and taking preparatory steps to export marijuana. According to the Police Information Service, it stated that Mr. Mengili, who was about to board an outgoing Air Jamaica flight to Lewiston in New York, was seen to be acting suspiciously in the customs area. He was searched by Acting Corporal Roy Dawkins, and ganja weighing approximately 6 pounds was found strapped to his body. He is booked to appear in the Halfway Tree Arm Court tomorrow morning. And we have just had an item of news that's just reached our news desk. And I must be, this is really hilarious. A pickpocket who tried to pick another pickpocket's pocket while he was busy picking someone else's pocket had his pocket picked by another pickpocket. Hilarious. No, a pickpocket who tried to pick another pickpocket's pocket while he was busy picking someone else's pocket had his pocket picked by another pickpocket. All three men were arrested by the Halfway Tree police and are expected to appear in the Halfway Tree Harm Court tomorrow morning. And you can be sure that Radio MBW will keep you well informed on this one because this is hilarious. And now to end the news, here are the main points again. 12 hours after a military coup overthrew the government in Upper Volta, the name of the coup is not yet known, and all international communications are cut. It has been reported by the official organ of the Cuban Communist Party, the Granma, that the Cuban intelligence agents have unveiled a plot by the United States Central Intelligence Agency, the CIA, and prominent United States leaders to assassinate President Raul Castro. And finally, the Venezuelan Foreign Minister, Mr. Jose Humberto Zumbrano Velasquez, along with his Japanese counterpart, has both issued a joint statement condemning what they call United States interference in both countries' internal affairs. And that's the news to the moment, brought to you by a good food restaurant where you get the good food for less. News next at 1. You're in touch with Radio MBW.